Okay, here we are. Wow, I'm still landing. Our plane actually landed at 6 o'clock, but I'm still landing. So, why? Why are we here? Without vision, the people perish. How many people have heard that more than once? And it's true. And it's true for us as leaders. It's true for us pretty much in any endeavor in our life that we want to manifest. We have to have the vision. We have to know why we're doing something. Otherwise, it's not grounded. And in order for a vision to manifest, it needs to be grounded. Right? Brought into 3D reality. So it starts with a calling inside. Like what is it that calls to your soul? Like what do you have a deep soul need for in this life? And that question is oftentimes not an easy, clear question to answer. It's not always like, oh, I know why I'm here. I have my life purpose all mapped out for me. However, we're on a journey. We're not at the end of our journey, right? We're not in our purpose. We're unfolding into that. And so if there is questions about what is my why? Lisa talked about a why. Why am I here? I mean, that's the ultimate question, right? Why am I here on this planet, having this journey, doing this work? Why am I here? The eternal question. So what is it for you? And one of the keys to the answer to that question is simply to look in your life and see, what do you love to do? What lights you up? What would you love to have in your life that you don't have now? It doesn't have to be some big, great, expansive, save the planet thing. It can be really simple. So some of us are really clear about what we're passionate about. You know, whether it's a cause, whether it's a place we love being, whether it's certain people in our lives. I mean, there's many, many things about life that we can be passionate about. Choose one. And if that connection isn't there, because for a long time in my life, I didn't know that I had passion. I didn't know what it was like to be passionate about something. I didn't have a clue. Like, I liked certain things, but I could take it or leave it. I mean, there was not some great big thing for me like, oh yeah. Until I found network marketing. That's a whole different story. But, it took a long time for me, even after I found network marketing, to find that passion as well. And so, have a look in your life. What is it that you love to do? What is it that just makes you feel good? Because that is a clue to your why. That's a big thing. Because I guarantee you, whatever the answer to that question is, you can connect it to this business. Very clear. So, what is your why? Right now. And it may not be the same why right now that is your why 6 months from now. It may be different. That's okay. It's a journey. So write down whatever idea you have in this moment right now. What is your why for doing this business? After you've written down what is your why for doing this business, write down what that will give you in your life. What that was. So here's my why. I'm living it, so we're stepping into the reality that this is it's here for us, right? This why is here for us. We just maybe haven't kind of taken enough steps to get there yet, but it's here. So imagine that you've stepped to the place where you have it. What will that give you in your life when you have it? Or if it's something that you feel you already have, and maybe it needs to go deeper, or it needs to develop more. Still the same thing. What will that give you? Because that's the hook that will keep us moving ahead. Because the vision, the why of what I want, oftentimes ends up kind of living up here. And in order to keep us going when the going gets tough, and we all know we go through many years sometimes of the going getting tough. What is going to keep us going? What is going to keep us drawn towards that one? And it's got to come from here. It doesn't come from here. And this part is, what is that going to do? How is that going to fulfill a part of me? So would anyone like to share? What is your why and what will that give you? Come on guys, you're leaders. Thank you.
My why is to inspire play and community. And what that gives me, it gives me a sense of liberation. It's like to me it's a physical manifestation of an unlimitedness. And that's what I see my business brings me, that the physical manifestation and sense of unlimitedness, which is how I like to play.
Wonderful. Thank you. Who else? Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, this for me is almost counterintuitive, because the way I was brought up as a younger person was, this may sound a little strange in this crowd, but get yours first, because I grew up in sort of poor circumstances, right? But actually, right now, my big why is sharing with people about how to get financial freedom, because we've had the gift of this for a long time. I just want everybody to have it. I do. the reason I said it's weird is because it goes against the way I was sort of brought up. You know, at our table, if you didn't grab the food first, you didn't eat, that kind of thing. So it is. It's about telling the world. I'm passionate about telling people, here's the way to do it. Just come on. Come on. We'll help you. We'll show you how, all that. And what I get out of that, and this is strange for me a little bit too, is a sense of peace. It's a sense of peace. In early days, it was almost like giving back was a sort of a guilty thing, but now it's just like, this is what I got to do. It just brings me a lot of joy to do it. It brings me peace. So that's it. Sharing the good news. Telling people about this.
Thank you. Who else? Anybody else? Like, yeah, Vera.
I just want to have choices to play in this world, and to empower others to have choices in their lives, and to it's really for me about empowering others to have all these choices, so we can all play together. So we go to great places like this together, and we can have adventures like this together. We don't want to do it by yourself.
Yeah. So what does that give you?
It also gives me peace. So it gives me joy and peace in the fact that I'm doing good things in the world. Helping people be free. It's me freedom. I'm helping others to be free in their lives.
Great, thank you. Yeah. So does anybody have, is anybody getting stuck with this at all? No? Okay. Great, awesome. So, one of the things for me that I have to constantly come back to is knowing that it is all possible. It's all possible. So living from a place of total possibility. Life is not static. Life with a capital L is forever creating. It's forever fluid. There really is no stop place or stuck place. It's simply how we see something in the moment. And so to feel like the journey is at a stuck place or a stopped place, or I'm not there yet and I've been doing this for so damn long and I'm still not there. Maybe take a step back and just ask yourself, what if there was a different way? What if I could see this from a different perspective? Because that question, what if, opens possibility. So suddenly, it doesn't just look this way. Suddenly, other things can come in. Does that make sense? So keeping this vision alive, whatever it is for you. And I know for me, it has to be updated all the time. I have a vision for my life that's constant. And that vision is really my mission here, which is to be a beacon of light for others. That's my mission. That's why I'm here. And I'm really clear about that. And that underpins everything I do. But then from that foundation, other visions can arise. And from that foundation, all kinds of things are possible. As I work out my life here, as I walk this path and create my life. So, just a little bit about vision to take us a little bit further. It's basic, and all of us heard it right at the beginning. You know, what is your why? What is your vision? This is where we have to start from. But this is where we have to come back to. You know, lately we've been talking a lot about coming back to basics. Because it's easy to kind of get, you know, going down what Michael calls boron alley. You know, it's really easy to go down these like rabbit trails and get lost. This is the place to anchor ourselves back again. And to ask ourselves, is this still true for me? Is this vision that I've been working towards and you know, striving towards, or you know, however you've been doing it, is this still true for me, or have I created this pattern and I'm just walking through this pattern and it doesn't really mean anything anymore? Because it's easy to get into that place. So constantly having to come back to what is important for me right now. What am I creating for my life right now? And how can I do this business from that place? Or in a way that creates that in my life? Because whatever it is, it's here. It's totally here. Okay? 10 minutes? I don't know what time it is.